Smile Pawb, Sidachi. Hello everyone, how are we all? Well, welcome to my video. If you're here for the first time, welcome. If you're one of my subscribers, my lovely subscribers, thank you very much for coming back. Still got a bit of a frog in my throat, but I'm feeling much better now. So today I'm getting on with the layered landscape kit. Instructions are there. So I've already made up 3 of them, and they are really a doddle, and they're very nice. I think I'm going to hang this one probably in my blue guest room, and I think this one is going to go in the green guest room because they're really nice. Very easy to put together, so I will show you that now. So let me just move the 3 that I've made. Oh, I could do a close-up, can't I? So that's that one. If you can see, if I do that, you can see the 3D-ness of it. And then that one, which is quite nice. You can't quite see the 3D-ness of that one quite so well. So that's that one. And then this one with the mountains in. And again, there's the 3D-ness of it. So they're very simple. Excuse me. Comes with everything you need. It comes with 4 frames and the backings. So the first thing I did was, where's my little pokey tool gone? Was to pull up the little black bits. Now I need help with this because of my arthritis, so I generally use a pokey tool. In fact, I generally use this end and just push those bits up. Just like that, and then remove the back. That one's a bit stuck, so where do I need to push up a bit more? Need to make sure these are up as far as they'll go so you can get the stuff in at the end. Right, so that's that. Then I just take that and put it to one side. Now, one of the last things it tells you to do is to stick the frame to the... No. So that's the frame. What are these called? Anyway, it's one of those so that you've got an extra bit of frame to hold it together. Now, the instructions tell you to put these sticky dots on here. But I've found it's easier if I put the sticky dots directly onto the frame, then I know they're in the right place. Now, where did I put the sticky dots? I've seen them just now. They're over here. So you get the sticky dots in the kit. You also get 2 sheets of these, can you see, they're strips, double-sided strips. So I've already used one complete one and most of the rest of the other one, and with the first one that I've finished, you're left with this frame. So I've literally just cut there, and taken off the excess and put those to one side because they'll come in handy for something. So where's my, here it is, my tweezers. So this is what I did, because to me it made more sense to put these dots directly on to the frame, and then put this frame, make sure it's the right way round. There's definitely a right way and a wrong way. I'll put it right way up for now. So as I said in the instructions, this is the last thing to be done, but I'm doing it first so I know it's done. So you just need 4 of the sticky dots. So, you know, they could have got away with giving you a smaller amount of these, but, you know, they always come in handy. Right. Then this is when I need to use my pokey tool to get the backing off the dots and slide it away. Here we go. So Come on, come on. Sometimes they don't want to come off all the way. Here we go. And last one. Okay, so let's just scooch those to the side. So I'll put it the right way up. So you'll see with the backing it comes with a stand, but it's also got a hanging bit. So I always make sure that I've got the hanging bit at the top. Then I get the extra frame and turn it the right way around so that the nicer side is facing downwards. And then I just put it in and eyeball it so that it's as central as I can get, and then just press it down, and then that's ready to go. Oh, you can't see that. There we go. That's ready to go. So that I will put over here. So what have I done so far? I have put, obviously the main bit at the back you don't need to stick anything to. I've put the double-sided strips on the back of 3 of them, and I've left the 4th one to show you how easy it is to stick them on. Now let's have a quick look at the instructions just to see. Yes, so it needs 2. So each picture it shows you where to put the sticky strips. Well, it's not showing terribly well, is it? There we go. Yeah, it's not showing terribly well, but anyway. So these are the width of these. So you need to make sure that you, yeah, I'm still on, I'm in shot. You need to put it right up to the edge and close to the bottom, and then the second one you can butt up against that one. Now this one, annoyingly, I've obviously not done quite right. I did that on one of them before that I obviously didn't get, or it might be, oh yeah, look, there's a tiny little gap in the middle, so I didn't get it quite butted up. So I just put that in there, take that off. Okay, so let's see if I can get the second one done. It's because I'm doing it on camera. I've been absolutely fine doing the rest of them. So then again with this one you'll have some left over, but you know, they come in handy for all sorts of things. Right, I'm butting that right up. But that's still, honestly, the rest of them have all butted up perfectly. Just this one hasn't. That's really annoying. But like I say, things go wrong when you're on camera. Okay, so then put that to one side. So I've got all the sticky bits on the backs of all the other bits, so I'm going to put them in their layers like that and turn them upside down. Get the backing for this one, and then just peel the backing off all the strips. Now I've got a nice new SD card, by the way, so I hopefully shan't have any of those shenanigans that I had last week. So then you need to get the edges so that they're in the right place. Yeah, and that's like that. That's all this involves really, is being careful to line everything up. And get it in the right place, because if you're a little bit off it won't fit in the frame. So eyeball that. And these are very nice. That when they brought out a similar one, which I've completely forgotten the name of now, which has got instead of like 3D pictures, it's got like house plants in it. So yeah, I know there's a fern of some sort. Oh, that's really annoying me now that I can't think what it's called. But I wasn't sure about that one, but actually having done this one, I may well get that one, but I'll wait until the new year probably. Okay, that's there. And then last piece coming up. There we go. So that is it really. So you can see the 2, 3, 4 layers. Then you get your picture frame, turn this the other way round, slot it in, put the backing in. Now you'll notice that obviously because most of the double-sided tape is on this side, it falls lower at the top when it's lying down like this, but that's fine because where's me? There it is. It will sort itself out, but I'll give you an extra tip that you could do. So I'm just going to put the metal bits down. There we go. And then, there you go. Now, you could, if you wanted to make sure that it didn't... I mean, I don't think it's going to flop forwards because it's being held quite firmly here. But if you really wanted to, you could, at the very top, you could add some extra of the double-sided... where have they gone? Of these, or even some ordinary dimensionals, just to stick it so that, you know, so you keep that gap. But to be honest, it doesn't really make a lot of difference. Once it's in with the backing, it's fine, and it stands up. Yeah, you can stand it up like that, or you can hang it from a hook. So that's that really. That's all there is to it. It's really simple but quite effective. I wasn't sure about them, but I do like them. And then what I'm going to do with this again is I'm going to cut this about there, and then just cut up between those two bits and go up to the top. Snip that there. Cut that across there. Cut across there. And, oh yeah, I need to do that one. So then I can stick those in my little case that I keep all my sticky bits in, and it's not taking up so much space. And then I've got the 4 edges from the other one, so I can put all of those together in my little case. So these empty cases are brilliant for keeping little bits like this in. So, oops, oh, it's stuck to me. Right, Make sure I haven't got any edges sticking out. There we go. So they're all nice and safe in there. Until I need some more of those. So that can go in the bin with these bits. Right, bear with me. So there you have it. The new layered landscapes. You don't want to see those. That's nothing to do with this. So there they are, all 4 of them. And yeah, they're very nice. So you could buy this as a gift for somebody to make themselves, or you could buy this, make them up, and then you've got 4 gifts to give to people. Oh, a slab of tea, lovely. So that is the layered landscapes kit, which, yeah, very nice. So the other thing that I've been faffing about with is I want to make some Christmas cards. Excuse me. Like I said, I've still got a bit of a frog in my throat. I've made some Christmas cards already. I've done, well, I say I've done, between us, me and my friend Margaret have done all the cards for everybody at church. To be honest, I think she's made the bulk of them. Just before she moved away from here to move back to, or not back to move to Nottingham. So then I made up all the rest of them for church. And then I've made 15 for family and friends so far. I've still got another 80, I think, to make. Possibly slightly more. Let's say 100. Round it up to 100, because there's bound to be somebody I've forgotten. I have got a few left over from last year. So I've used those as well. But then I've seen an idea for Christmas cards with a lady that I've mentioned before, I think, called Wayerman's Whimsy. She's an American lady. I don't watch many American YouTubers, but I watch her occasionally. And she was, now I can't remember if she actually embossed the card back or she embossed pieces of card and then stuck them on. But I thought, I'm going to save a bit of card, so I'm going to emboss onto the actual card, and then there's going to be a strip down the middle on top of that in white with what I want to put on it, which I will do in another video, because I'm still getting there at the moment. So I thought, right, let's get out all the embossing folders I've got that could be useful. And I've discovered that all of them are all retired. So I can't even say to you you can get them online, but you can probably get them from that well-known auction site, should you want to. Now the first two, so what I've done is I got some cardstock, cut it in half, and well, actually no, I scored the A4 sheet first, then cut it in half lengthways so that I could have some tent-fold cards like that. And I thought I'd do one on each side to see which ones I prefer. Now these two are the oldest embossing folders I've got. You can't see them. One's a Cuttlebug with swirls, and the other's a Sizzix one with dots. Can you see it? It's not terrible. It's not showing terribly well. Anyway, it's a dotty one. So I've had these for, oh, I don't know, I would say probably at least 50, well, it's got to be more than 20 years. Yeah, well, let's say 20 years, because that's probably about how long I have had them. Anyway, so I tried one on one side, but I didn't. I think if I did this again with the swirls, they're lovely, but they do leave quite a large gap at one end. So rather than doing what I did before and stick the card right in, I think I might pull it up a little bit so that I had a smaller flat bit at the top, or rather a smaller non-embossed bit at the top. So yeah, so that's quite nice, but I thought, yeah, I don't think I really want that for my Christmas cards. And then I did the dotties on the other side, so that's not too bad. I quite like that, so I'll probably use some of those. Then the other two, or two of the others, I did using Absolutely Argyle, which I think comes up absolutely gorgeous. So I'm definitely going to use that. And then the other one, which I got, I think I got in the clearance after the, when we had the new catalogue this year, I think, anyway, and it's gingham. So you can't really see it terribly well there, but that's what it looks like actually on the cardstock. So I quite like that one as well. So I thought, well, they're a couple of goers. Then the two of the others, I did Tufted Dynamic, which is a 3D one, which is really thick. I mean, you can see how much thicker that is than those. I mean, those are really quite thin. That is very thick. So, Tufted Dynamic and Merry Melodies. Now, what I hadn't noticed with Merry Melodies is that the actual embossing folder is upside down. If you could see there, the treble clef and the bass clef, it's all upside down. So in order to use it, you obviously have to turn it that way round. But I wonder how many people notice. But I suppose if you just used, any of the central bits and didn't include the clefs and the time things on it, you probably would be able to have it. It wouldn't matter which way round you had it, because to be honest, it looks the same upside down or that way. I'm sure my musical friends will tell me otherwise. But so I did the, now can you see that? Yes, you can. So I did it so that I got the treble and the bass clefs on this side. But as I said, you don't have to do that. You could just have the piece of music in the middle. But I like that one. And then the Tufted Dynamic on the other side is sort of like a quilted headboard sort of thing. Yeah, that's quite good. So I like both of those. So I could use those. And then the last two were the Subtle, which is like an all-over, sort of like Hessian sort of fabric-y thing. It doesn't really show up terribly well on there. And then Bricks and Mortar. Now the other thing with this Bricks and Mortar that slightly annoys me is that the bricks are going vertically, but most brickwork is horizontal. So you have to put your piece of card in sideways when you're doing that, because otherwise I think it looks daft. But there you go, that's that's that. So Subtle, I think maybe you can't really see anything on there, and it hasn't come out terribly well. I think possibly, I think it's a 3D one. Yeah, it's quite thick, but I think maybe I needed to put another shim in for that one, but I thought it's not that exciting, so I don't think I'll bother with that one. But the brickwork one, I do like the brickwork, so I'll probably have that as a background for some of them as well. So that's what I've been faffing about doing. Next week, hopefully, I will be doing the Humble Home bundle, finally. I've had to give in and order some white embossing powder online. Excuse me, because when I managed to go into our local shop the other day, they hadn't got any. And I thought, honestly, I've been waiting for so long. So I thought, oh, I'll get some online. I'm afraid I had to get it from Amazon. But only because I'd got £10 gift voucher, and I thought, I'll use that. So that's money for old rope, really, isn't it? So next week, that is what I will be doing, assuming the embossing powder comes in time. So I think that's me for this week, and I will see you all again very soon. Hwyl am y tro.